Well, we're back. This is a remote location for one more chapter. This is episode 8 that we're doing, and this is a special edition because we are celebrating our 27th wedding anniversary. And I'm Jay, this is Lee, Mr. Rogers, Mrs. Rogers, the Ramblin Rogers.
For Jesus.
And we are looking forward to sharing something with you. And this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118:24, which we'd like to open with, because make a choice to rejoice no matter what your circumstances or your situations are. And so,
with that being
said, this remote location that we're at as we celebrate our 27th wedding anniversary, we are at the Hilton Hotel on the South Bank in our hometown of Jacksonville, Florida, where we were born and raised. And we are in a special suite that was known as the Elvis Suite. This is where Elvis stayed whenever he would come and do shows in Jacksonville throughout the 70s, before he died in 77. But
he'd rent out this whole top floor, the 10th floor, for his entourage. And then we're staying in the suite that he stayed in. So everywhere we walk, we're walking where Elvis walked.
That's right.
I told my doctor yesterday at our appointment, she said, "Oh, y'all are big Elvis fans?" I said, "Well, he's a big Elvis fan, and I'm a big fan of him."
She did. I can verify she said that. And so it's great to be here and to do this, as we note, as a little sidebar. Elvis was somebody that... piece of Americana, of course, and has a lot of good songs, has a lot of songs not so much care for as a follower of Jesus, to be honest, some other ones, but for the most part, there's just a lot there. We've been to Graceland multiple times, and as we spoke with someone yesterday while we were at our doctor's appointment, Elvis is someone you can learn from his life as well, as being a poster child, really, of someone that bad company corrupts good morals. The people you have around you are very important. The influence that they have on your life. And of course, you have a part to play in the decisions you make. It's not just the people making you do it, but you need to surround yourself with people, especially in our walk, that are walking with Jesus in a good way, as far as their relationship with Him, and encouraging you and building you up is what I'm trying to say in the Lord. But also loneliness, somebody that had everything that this world offered, and still was lonely and unhappy, and it's just it's a good learning lesson. But anyway,
beside that, we're celebrating 27 years in the Elvis Suite.
In the Elvis Suite
at Doubletree Hilton, and I got to tell y'all, can I tell this quick story?
Absolutely, we're loving every minute of it.
So we're coming over the Main Street Bridge. And it was just a God wink, because we're listening to the Elvis station, and they were playing this one song, and I went to take a picture of the station, just to commemorate, what we're doing. And the song switched to a song that he sings, and he changes the words all the time. But as we're driving over the Main Street Bridge, it switches to the song that Elvis sings, "Sweet Caroline." Yeah. And he always sings, "Sweet Lee Rogers." Bum, bum, bum.
That's right.
Yeah. And so I just thought it was so cool how, of all the songs that could come on the Elvis station, that one would come on.
Absolutely.
And so I just thought it was a real sweet God wink. Story.
It was wonderful. It was just perfect. I told her as we turned, I said, "Look," and it was just perfect.
It was.
Could not have been any better. Yep. I'm just so thankful for this opportunity that God has given us to be here, to celebrate just another anniversary and time together, and the little backstory to this as well. Another part. We were told many years ago that we knew this was here. I knew it was here, but when I checked on it I think before we got married,
Mm-hmm.
they said that they didn't have it anymore. And so I thought, okay, they must have remodeled. I never really asked any other questions, left it there. Well, we had come in here a few months ago in June, and we were getting a gift for someone at a restaurant here. And as we were leaving, we actually had our engagement photo. We did it here. We came here one Sunday afternoon or something, and had our engagement photo taken for the Florida Times-Union newspaper.
They don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore. But we were sitting in the lobby and we had our picture. So as we were walking out, I said, hey, let's reenact that. So we sat down, that booth. I just took, didn't have cell phones back then, but I took a selfie with the cell phone of us together. And then as we got up, I said, the thought crossed my mind about this suite. And I said, let's go and ask them exactly what happened, to that, because we know that used to be here. And so we get to the front desk and didn't know at the time, but the manager walks up and says, can I help you? I said, yeah, I just had a question. I said, I know Elvis used to stay here when he would come to Jacksonville and do shows. And I heard that y'all had gotten rid of the Elvis suite where he stayed, and I'm just curious, what was the thought behind that? And she told us, she said, oh no, we didn't get rid of it. It's still here. We just stopped calling it the Elvis suite. She said it's still basically intact, so
there's no shag
no
carpet.
shag carpet anymore.
And I thought she said there was the gold fixtures were still there, but the gold fixtures are not still here.
Yeah, we had heard that. I'd heard through someone that worked here one time that he had gold fixtures put in and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, anyway, that's not here anymore. But the room still, when you come down the hall, is still here, and you come into it. So that was unique, and I told her that our anniversary was coming up in November, so maybe we'll come back down, to celebrate our anniversary. And she said, well, I tell you what, if y'all want to do that, you let me know. We'll make that happen for your anniversary. So
she did. She gave us a really great deal.
Really?
In fact, I don't know if you can get this deal or not, but I'm going to share with you. You can at least ask. It says, ask and you shall receive. If you don't ask, then you don't know.
Yeah.
But she was very gracious to us, and gave us the suite for a standard room rate each night.
Yeah.
And so we're getting to stay where Elvis stayed for a standard room rate.
Exactly.
That's the blessing.
Which is a blessing, absolutely. And, it's just great to be here.
And that leads into the great scripture that I was going to read, since we are talking about marriage. And it says, it's Proverbs 18:22, and it says, the man who finds a wife finds a good thing. She is a blessing to him from the Lord. And some translation says obtains favor from the Lord. Yeah. And so wives, know that if you are a blessing from the Lord to your husband.
Absolutely.
And then Proverbs, what was the other one you wanted me to read?
31:30.
31:30. It says, charm can be deceptive and beauty doesn't last, but a woman who fears and reverences God shall be greatly praised.
Shall be greatly praised. That's right. And some translations, which is saying the same thing, a woman who fears the Lord shall be praised. And that's my Mrs. Rogers. And
he treats me like a princess. I lived 27 years like a princess.
And I'm thankful to do it. I love every minute of it and taking care of her.
I tell people all the time, if every woman was loved and cherished and treated like I was, there would be no divorce.
I love her. She's a wonderful...
I thought I was going to make it through one without crying, dadgummit.
She is my wonderful, wonderful wife.
Yes.
I love her dearly.
Sorry for the PDA.
Had to do that.
But we love y'all, and we just wanted to share the excitement of today, celebrating 27 years. 27 years, and another little tidbit here that we're going to throw in here at the very end is... Oh, I don't know about this one.
She doesn't know about this one, but when we got married 27 years ago on this day, I sang to my wife at our wedding. And the song that I sang to her is "Cross My Heart" by George Strait. She had asked me to sing that to her, and that one went like this. Just a snippet of it was "I cross my heart and promise to give all I've got to give to make all your dreams come true. In all the world, you'll never find a love as true as mine." So that was a snippet of that, the day that we got married.
And then are you going to sing the
Then
one
the
that...
night before at our reception, at our rehearsal, we had a dinner after, but at our rehearsal, my best man, Mark Frady, you're out there.
You're listening.
He said to me when we were, going through everything with the rehearsal, he said, "You should sing Wonder of You." And I said, so we kind of joked around a little bit and did that. So that's something that not a lot of people know other than the people that were in that room that night. And that was, being here in the Elvis Suite, it made me think of that not a lot of people, no one knows except who was in that room that night that I did sing that. And so with that,
You going to sing it?
I'm going to sing a little portion of it. So let me think here. I want to sing the part that I want to sing to you. When no one else can understand me, when everything I do
Get the
is
finger
wrong,
and the lips going.
you give me hope and consolation. You encourage me to carry on. And you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you.
Banana, banana, banana. Oh my goodness. I hope y'all enjoy your day, your evening. We have so enjoyed sharing our excitement with y'all.
Yes.
We love Jesus with all our heart.
Yes,
We love each other.
Yes.
And we love you too.
Absolutely.